Hello, amazing social studies teachers. I'm going to share with you a little learning experience I had as a first-year teacher many years ago. I'm sure many of you will relate to this. I finished my opening and mini lesson and gave the students some very simple directions for what to do for the work session. Something along the lines of, find a partner and read the passage I gave you together with your partner and answer the questions at the end of it. I turn around to erase the board, and when I turn back, a few kids are reading by themselves. Some are finding a partner, but most are just sitting there. I asked the ones who were reading, "Where's your partner?" "Oh, were we supposed to have a partner?" I asked the ones doing nothing, "Why aren't you working?" "What are we supposed to do, Miss Balan?" Oh my. Now, imagine if you are newly arrived here from another country. Or perhaps you've lived here all your life, but school is the only place you hear English spoken or see it written. Or perhaps you have a hearing deficit, or an auditory processing disorder, or any number of other situations that could make this harder for you than the other students. Your teacher says,
本を取り出して20から25ページを読んでください。
and everyone starts doing stuff. But you have no idea what you should be doing, unless you speak Japanese, of course. So you sit there and feel even more of an outsider than you already did. Going back to my first year teaching experience, I began writing the directions on the board. I confess, I still had kids that didn't know what to do. I finally settled on a procedure of writing the directions on the board, reading them out loud, having the students read them, and then share with their table groups what they said. Now, I want you to put yourself back in the mind of that child that is new to this country. Here are your directions. Was this helpful? Well, yes, if you read Japanese. Not so much so if you don't. I have since started adding visual supports to many classroom rituals and routines. Let me give you a few examples. Here are the same directions I gave above, but I have added visual cues to go along with them. Now, this is not going to immediately result in students saying, "Oh, now I know exactly what to do." But if you use these same icons or visual cues consistently throughout the year, the students will quickly come to associate them with the specific tasks. And for your students learning English, they will begin to quickly associate the written words that go with the visual cues, helping them acquire the academic and procedural language skills they need. Here are a few other examples. What about adding visual cues to your hall passes? To your word wall strips if you use those? To behavior charts? Viewing your classroom and your instruction through the lens of it all being in a language you know nothing of can really help you find those places it would be pretty easy to drop a few visual cues into. Using the same icons or cues consistently every single time you offer them is really important in helping students make those connections to the spoken and written English that goes along with them. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.